All right, all right, all right. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So, oh yeah, you're not supposed to start off your speeches and talks like that. You're just supposed to like talk. I'm having a blast right now. Usually, if you're a fan of or watch the Oscar Mike Radio show, you know that 8 o'clock. There we go. What's somewhat alive now? 8 o'clock is when the show drops, and so I'm mixing it up because July 16th, 2016, that Thursday night was the first Thursday I sat down, opened my laptop, and said, I'm going to try to do this thing. Even though I didn't know anything about anything, I'm going to do it. And so here we are, right? And then I took all that and, got it on Audacity and I'm like, okay, I've done it. And the 22nd is when it went up on SoundCloud. But that Thursday night, I told myself, I'm going to sit down and do this. So July 16th is the actual birthday of Oscar Mike Radio. So I'm going to take a couple, but so long story short is yes, we're doing number 300 with Mistress Carrie on this weekend. But since it is Thursday night, I figured, I'm not going to take it off. There's no off days here. I'm going to come on and, have a little live stream and see what's going on. And if you're cool enough, maybe I'll try this new thing with my restream where I bring you in as a guest. We can try that. So I'm going to stream for about an hour. If you want to come on, let me know. I will send you a link and we can have this out. I can see Becky Tuff watching. Becky, remember this? This is kind of like my totem, Becky. Becky Tuff is a guest, awesome Army veteran. I mean, talented is not even the right word for it. And so I want to thank her for coming on tonight. And if you want to be on the show, let me know and I will message you the invite link. Let me do this right now. If you want to come on the stream, and I will. And I use Restream for all my streaming stuff with Oscar Mike Radio. And it has this feature where if I do this right, I can bring in guests. I've never used it because generally all my stuff is pre-done. But I'm like, to me, it's Thursday night. Let's have some fun. Let's do this. So if you light up my chat right now, we'll do this. I'll send you a link. I'm going to share this first with a couple groups and see what happens. Let's see here, It's different when I'm doing this and it's all pre-done because you don't see this. But yeah, I'm doing this now. Number 300 drops on Saturday, but this is a special live stream. If you want to join as a guest, hit me up in the chat. All right, let's give this a try. Let's see what happens here. I'm not going to do this to every group, but we're going to do it to some and see what happens. Okay, we're going to stop it right there for now. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get my handy dandy polar seltzer water. Take a sip. All right. That's good for the pipes. So I'm going to take this time. I'm going to stream for a good 30, 40 minutes. Again, if you want to come on the stream as a guest, I will send you the invite link through Restream and we'll have you on. We'll see how this works. It'd be really cool if I did this. This is the best part about this. I'm still learning new stuff every day, trying to work on my TikTok and Reel game. That's hit or miss because, well, like a lot of things, I got a lot to learn. But here we are. So 6 years ago, I'm in Brockton, Massachusetts, and it's a Thursday night, and I had just gotten done with my little field day routine where I clean my place and get ready for the work week, and I had done all this stuff, and now we're ready to go, and I hit the record button, and here we go with Oscar Mike Radio, and I had no idea what was going to happen with this. No idea, no clue, um, no real objective here, but there we go. And so what happened is I did my first recording. I'm going to paste the link to the original OMR WordPress site in there, and it was done. And it was kind of like, hey, here I am, here's what I'm trying to do. No idea what was going to happen with this. I didn't really know who Joe Rogan was. Podcasting 6 years ago was still kind of a weird thing that, was kind of for a different type of person. But that was okay. And so when I started thinking about this, like I've told people before, is I thought about it, and, there was some stuff going on in my life. There was some stuff I was observing in the veteran community. And I don't know why, but I wanted to do something. I was tired of sitting in my, apartment feeling sorry for myself. And I thought to myself, wow, there's some people out here who, need some hope like me. Let's figure this out. And Oscar Mike is military speak for on mission or on the move, depending upon, how you flavor it. Elsa. Hello, Elsa. How are you doing? We are live, Elsa. Kind of like cocktails in the war room a couple days ago. We are live now. Good to see you live. And like I've said, if you want to get on the stream with me, I'll message me and let me know. We'll see if we can make this happen. And so I said to myself, I thought about it, can I do one of those YouTube channels? I kind of wish I'd put some effort into YouTube 6 years ago, but look at this face. I mean, this is right. And then I thought, well, I'll do a blog. Well, everybody had a blog, and some people just don't want to read your blog. I mean, kind of like now, a lot of people don't want to listen to your podcast, but they do. So I said, I will see about a radio show. And radio back then is like it is now. It's not everybody can get on radio. You either have to know somebody or, go to a broadcast, school and get education, or you've got to pay a lot of money to get a slice of airtime, whether that's on an AM station somewhere or a smaller FM station, because a lot of the bigger FM stations are owned by, big companies, and they need to sell ad revenue. So I'm like, I'll try this podcasting thing out, because to go back a little bit, I've always liked radio. Uh, you know, it's kind of weird having, access to all my movies on my phone. I can sit in an airport and watch a TV show on my laptop. But, when I was growing up, it was radio, and my dad liked talk radio. And I always was like, wow, I mean, how cool is that? And the Rush song came out, Spirit of Radio, and that kind of cemented it for me. I really did. And my first paying job ever was in Shreveport, Louisiana, working for 98.1, 98 Rocks. And what we did is, in rock and roll and heavy metal, hard rock in Northwest Louisiana is not first place. It's country music first, followed by, hip hop, gospel music. I mean, it's almost a tie. Those are big, big stations, followed by Christian music, Christian radio stations. And rock's the redheaded stepchild down there. So my first job was to go through um, this phone book, and I was supposed to call people and take a survey about how they liked rock and roll and if they'd heard of 98 Rocks. There are some funny stories there. Jill St. Jake's, how are you doing? 300 drops this Saturday, but thank you for coming on. We're doing a kind of pre-launch, kind of doing it up. And like I told everybody, if you want to try to come on this stream as a guest, let me know and I will send you the link and we'll see how this works. We're just having fun tonight. It's just all fun. I'm really excited about this. But anyway, going back to my story, that's what I did. I would call somebody up and say, well, hey, I'm Travis with 98 Rocks. I want to ask you about rock and roll. And the voice back would be like, I don't listen to rock and roll. I listen to George Strait and KWKH. I was like, oh boy. But it was good times. It was good times. Hey, Paula. Paula is on the stream, I see. Very nice. Thank you very much. It's kind of cool with the stream. I can kind of see who's coming in and out. And it's really, really having a fun time tonight. It's not like the normal show nights where I'm like, man, I gotta get this stuff done. I gotta do this, and this. I'm just streaming, sitting in front of a mic, freewheeling. Oh my God, Jack White. Okay, Jack, don't go anywhere. Yes, I'm gonna see if I can do this. Jack, stand by. Oh, this is exciting. I'm fast forwarding a whole lot, but Jack White allowed me to come on his show. South Shore News and Views, WVBF AM Taunton 1530. Got a lot of good info there. And I'm going to try this out right now. Oh, cannot believe I'm having this much fun, and see if he will consider coming on the stream. This is just, can't make this stuff up. I'm having too much fun right now. Click. Whew, we're going to find out. So I've never done this before, but I've sent Mr. White, not Walter White, Jack White, the link, and we'll see if I can get him to come into the stream and talk with me. Yes, and it was a cool show. Like you got Jack and Bob and Murray, and they know everybody on the South Shore, Massachusetts. Everybody. You need some watermelon, they'll tell you where to go get it. like really, like, they had a local farmer sponsored their show, and they would send people to get vegetables from this farm. You needed a car, they know the best car dealers. Um, they knew where to eat. Frida's in Bridgewater. Yes, yes. I mean, it was just amazing. And so I'm sitting there, and they would have me come down to their studio. And when there was a veterans issue or Veterans Day, they would have me come in there as a guest DJ, and I absolutely loved it. So I messaged Jack for with the link, and we'll see if he comes in. If not, uh, hey, I'm here for another 20, 30 minutes, just having fun. It's all this is tonight. I could have one person watching. I could have 300 people watching. I don't really care. I'm having fun because this Saturday is the sixth birthday of Oscar Mike Radio, and I told somebody I can't believe it's here. Like, I started thinking about this back in January, like oh my God, I mean, it's going to come in July, right around my birthday, right around a lot of things, and it's here. And it's truly grown into this thing, this mission in flight thing. Look at this. Thank you, Lee, for doing that missile up with the shield. It's really cool. And it's funny, over 6 years ago, I met Keith Hayes at the Dale Dorman Media Day. And here we are. Here we are. So, kind of cut my teeth with some radio stuff with WVBF AM 1530. And started my stuff. I got a laptop. Someone helped me out with a laptop and a Blue Yeti Snowball microphone. Hit record, and there it is. And you can go to in the chat here. I have the website. Actually, the first WordPress site. I didn't have an official website or anything. I just had a WordPress site. I was just trying stuff out. Kind of like tonight, we're just trying it out. I'm going to see really quickly if I can get Mr. Gibson. Brian, if you're listening, I'm going to see if you can come in and tell us about Hope Stock real quick. I just want to see this guest thing work. Brian, if you're listening, I'll give you a minute and see if you want to come in and talk to us about Hope Stock. And we've got Althea. Althea with She Vested. She is on the stream right now. Althea, you're making my day right now. This is awesome. This is, again, folks, this is the normal time Oscar Mike Radio launches and does its thing. But now we're just having some fun. We're not having a show tonight. The big show is on Saturday. It's 2 hours long. I mean, Mistress drops some truth and some wisdom and knowledge on me, which is why I'm wearing this hat. I mean, there's a story behind this hat too. You can't buy this hat. I had to make it because, well, I'm a size 8. Well, I think it's pretty cool. I have no problem rocking this hat. Michelle Baxter. Michelle, how are you doing? No problem. Oh, hey, you know what? Hey, Michelle, I'm gonna forward you the link. You even want to come on and give us a marriage update. Click the link, Michelle, if you can, and let's see if you can come on and talk to us about love and marriage. Like, maybe I should do this more often. I'm like, there's all kinds of stuff, coming up that is something else. And I'm not seeing any guests in here. Am I missing anybody? No, I'm not. Okay. If you're clicking on the link, let me know. Althea might let you try this next. I'm giving Michelle, Brian, and Jack a chance. All kinds of cool stuff. Again, this is not a show. It's just a stream. We're having a good time tonight in preparation for number 300. 6 years ago, I was, launching it. I felt really cool about when it was done. And the first thing that happened after Oscar Mike Radio got going was the crochet stuff. We'll talk about that for a second. First of all, I'm going to take a drink. The pipes. Ah, very nice. I thought for sure Michelle would want to come on and talk marriage with me. All right. Althea, I'm going to give you a shot next. I'm just trying to see how this works. She bets it's a cool thing. Somebody just ping me. Well, does it work, Jack? Jack's giving me a sad face. I'm trying to see if somebody can just click the link and see if they can come on. I can't do it myself. I wonder what's going on here. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm trying to get the link. Oh, wait a minute. We have Mr. Gibson.
What's up, brother? Thank you and God bless.
Hold on. I can't hear you, Brian. Hold on a second. Say something for me. I can't hear you, Brian. Hold on a second. Say something for me.
Test 2, 3.
Hold on a second. No, I can see you're coming in crystal clear, but I cannot hear you. Okay.
Got me now?
Wait a minute. No. We're
Test
getting
2,
audio.
3. Test 2, 3. Will you please turn on the light? Will you please turn on the light?
Oh, wait, no, wait. Hey, I got you. I can hear you.
Okay, got me now.
Oh, wait, no, wait. Hey, I got you. I can hear you.
Okay, got
How are you doing, Brian?
I'm hanging in there. How about yourself, brother? I'm just so overjoyed. 300. I'm hanging in there. How about yourself, brother?
All right, I'm figuring out we got like a 10-second delay in here, so bear with me. All right, I'm figuring out we got like a 10-second delay in here, so bear with me. All right, so to be Semper Gumby, take a minute and tell people who you are and about Hope Stock that I posted on the Oscar Mike Radio Facebook page this morning, if you would please.
Okay, my name is Brian Gibson. I am the founder and president of Project Die Hard. And we are having an event July 29th, 30th, and 31st at our first facility, Forward Operating Base Rush, to bring a weekend of fun, food, and fellowship to the veterans of Southern Illinois, Western Kentucky, Eastern Missouri, and anybody else that would like to come to Makanda, Illinois.
Okay, now I'm figuring out that we got a big lag there. I don't know why, but I'm getting used to this. This is all cool. What are you hoping happens with Hope Stock and the Fort Operating Base Rush?
Well, Hope Stock, first and foremost, is to give a message of hope to our brothers and sisters. You know, we lose too many to suicide every day. The second thing of Hope Stock is to show people we have 20 acres. We have the 10,000 square foot building. We're trying to raise funds to get it complete so we can house 12 single veterans and 2 veterans with their families for up to a year.
Well, it's just an amazing thing. You know, we had talked about me coming out. You know,
didn't understand.
Sorry about that. Talked about me coming out there this year to check it out. You know, I'm just trying to get to where I can walk a mile without, you know, feeling like I'm a baby. But you know, certainly to see people come together like Daniel Foss and everything is encouraging. And we did have you on earlier this year. You know, how's the base coming along?
Slowly but surely, brother. It takes a lot of funding to fix roofs and structural stuff. This property sat vacant for 10 years.
Well, it's just an amazing thing. You know, we had talked about me coming out. You know, yeah, sorry about the delay there, Brian. How can people help out, Brian? If you put it in the chat, people will see, you know, the website or event invite and would like them to check it out and what you're doing.
Let me go here. Hold on. I gotta find you on my other device.
Their facilities. They have land near Paducah, Kentucky that goes over and it's
Okay.
that goes over and
I'm gonna put it on. We're gonna put our website in the comments there. We're gonna put it on your personal page.
Now, Brian is in Southern Illinois or Northern Kentucky?
Western Kentucky. But our property is in Southern Illinois, literally 40 minutes from here.
It'd be really nice if I could hear you through the stream here.
Now, praise update.
Hang on, Brian.
We're trying to get Daniel Foss down to Hope Stock, right?
Oh, hey, there we go, Brian.
Well,
yes. Sorry, I will sound glitch fixed. You know, we're getting this dialed in. We're just having fun tonight. Now this, you know, hello. Sorry about that.
Please mute that. No, I'm echoed out. But praise God, Daniel Foss is now coming. We had a person contact me and is going to be making up the difference between the $240 we were raised to the $3,000 that needed to be raised to bring Daniel Foss and his wife to Hope Stock to deliver their great wisdom.
Well, look, man, I mean, you know, I told you, you know what I've been going through this last year. You know, that's really been like hard, but
Brother, you're doing great. Okay.
Trying to be patient.
I put it this way, for next year, because we do this every year.
We're doing this every year.
Yeah. Put it on your calendar. Last weekend in July, every year.
No, that is my promise to you. I mean, we had, so ladies and gentlemen, we had talked about me coming out there. You know, I would donate my time to come out there and support the event. And the reality is, while I'm recovered, so you're in the medical field, Brian. You understand this. I'm healed as I'm going to be healed. But all of a sudden, we went from a year of not being able to move and do anything to try and turn the engine back on, and I am like,
"Oh, take your time, brother. Take your time. Build up to it."
It's hard.
I know.
Like, I want to go now, man. I want to go now. I am like, why is walking a mile kicking my south end? This sucks.
Well, that's just like when they had me all trussed up in neck braces and hardware and stuff. And when they put all the titanium in me, you know, my wife was like, "No, you cannot go ride the motorcycle."
See, I don't have a wife, but I still got told I couldn't ride. So, yeah, for next year. In fact, you know what? This is how Semper Gumby we're going to be right freaking now, because I have this blocked up. I'm going to get the exact time now. What time like the present, Brian? We're having fun tonight. Go to 2023. So last weekend in July in 2023 would be the 29th and 30th is what I'm seeing on my calendar.
That'll be so we will start on the Friday the 28th with the message of hope. Saturday, fun food vendors, music, all that. Sunday, good hearty breakfast, a good worship service, and a remembrance service. And then, hey, yeah, hopefully by that time I'll have a new roof on after this hope stock.
So it's B. Gibson, right? Your email.
Brian@projectdiehard.org.
Projectdiehard.org. Oh, there we go. We're not going to use Teams. It's in my Outlook now. So if it's in my Outlook, it's going to freaking happen. So unless I get,
I'm the same way.
That's how I roll. If it's not in my Outlook, it's nothing personal. But if it's not there, you don't exist. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal.
We got some other people helping with the mission, and this nice young lady is helping us with the admin things, right? She called me about a month ago and she goes, "You missed a very important meeting." I'm like, "Okay, you do have access to my calendar, don't you?" Because that's like the first thing I do every morning is look at my calendar.
Amen. So yeah, I mean, this next year is about getting, myself back in fighting shape and, keeping the mission going. But the promise to you is, and we had talked about this, I wasn't going to charge you a fee, wasn't going to charge you an appearance fee. I just needed a place to sleep, put my stuff. And I even have work boots and work gloves, just in case you need me to lift anything heavy. I'm your guy. So,
well, again, we're having some difficulties right now with the final details, so we could use some help with. Again, people, projectdiehard.org, go there. We got a GoFundMe out there. We got a bunch of things on Facebook. I mean, Daniel did up his fundraiser to get here, and God has blessed us on that. Yeah, this event is forming up to put us on the map. And brother, everybody's like, "Why are you holding it in the middle of Podunk, Illinois?" Right? Well, the point is that I want people to come, put their hands on the building, walk around the pond, right? I'm going to even have our accountant there with all the books. So if anybody wants to look on where the money they give us goes, they can.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I got some other people wanting to come in the stream here. We're trying to get them in, but
Bring them in, brother. But thank you for that shout out today. And yeah, I can't wait till next year till we can get you on the ground.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I just want to thank you for your time tonight. And, I love and appreciate everything you're doing, Brian.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work, brother.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Take care.
Bye.
All right. So I here's the first time for everything. Sorry about the perceived lag issue. What I had my audio and my the audio sending and receiving through my mixer, not these headphones. I don't know what I was even thinking. And that was Brian Gibson. He's an Army veteran. He's an Oscar Mike radio guest, and he was donated some property in Southern Illinois that's pretty significant. And he's on, and we've got Ronnie D.
What's up, Travis?
This is exciting, man. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're just having fun tonight. The main 300 show is Saturday night with Mistress Carrie, but you've been seeing some of my reels with the Cocktails in the War Room family and Mistress Carrie and all that. And I have one of the OGs of the Cocktails in the War Room family, Ron. Welcome to Oscar Mike Radio.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome, awesome. Now, Ron, ladies and gentlemen, is a tad bit taller than I am, and of course, 1,000 times more handsome. But we kind of met through the whole Cocktails in the War Room thing, and I really, when Mistress and I, talked for the show, we kind of talked about that, and so for everybody, tonight, kind of just tell us what the family means to you, Ron.
The family means everything to me. When I'm having a bad day, I can reach out just through a general chat and just vent. Or if someone's having a bad day and they just need to vent or just to listen, we're all there for everybody. And I think that's what mostly the family means to me, is the sense of camaraderie. I mean, I'm not a vet, but I understand what the brotherhood and sisterhood that people who have served go through. And this family, as dysfunctional as we are sometimes, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Man, it's one of those, and I told somebody, I said, it's the closest thing to the military, what you said, brotherhood, sisterhood, that I've had since I've gotten out, where we're all different. We all have different things we like, dislike, different belief systems, the whole 9 yards. But if you mess with one of us,
you mess with all of us.
You mess with all of us. And there's no doubt about that. I mean, Jesus Christ, Ron, I've got, the women on there want me to get shots and stuff like that. And they're not like, giving up. So, it's just a really, really good thing. And, we've watched Mistress Carrie, leave WAF and kind of grow this out. And she's still doing this over 2 years later. It's just cool to see, right?
Definitely. And it's something that no matter how long you tune in or listen, you get something out of it, no matter what. And that's the same way with the family. We can all do our own thing and come back and pick up where we left off, like it was just like yesterday.
Awesome. Well, it's just, you're one member of a family. You're one of us. I certainly, ladies and gentlemen, when I talk to Ron, it's usually about cooking questions, and he's educated me about the properties of truffles and things like that. 1 second, Ron. but it's just cool that we're both guys about the same age with kids, and here we are.
Definitely.
Well, it's kind of funny, Ron. Think about it. I think if I have my thoughts right, you're the first one from the family who's been officially. You can say this. You have officially been on Oscar Mike Radio. What do you think about that?
I am blown away, actually. I never in a million years thought that from our family that I would be the first one on.
Well, now I met Brianna through OMR and the moving wall at Attleboro, but she wasn't on the podcast proper or the show or live stream. But you're the first. You are legit the first.
I am number one.
Telling you what, just
Not in
out
a
of
bad way either.
no. But the family meets, nightly. Sometimes we take a couple breaks. Sometimes we, have things going on. But like you said, one of the best parts is,
how are you?
You might check out. We might check back in. Is that the family right now?
Yes, it is. David
Right.
and Monica.
How was your day?
So we got some people talking on the Zoom channel behind him, and Ronnie's trying to do two things at one time. He's better than me. Well, I will let you get back to them, Ron. Try to get a couple of people in here, but we're just having fun. Count down to 300, all right?
Well, thank you for having me tonight. I appreciate that.
It's been a blast.
Been a blast, sir. Thank you.
All right. So, there he goes. So I've got this down now. This is really cool. I know that StreamYard has this capability and a couple other platforms, but this is the first time I've done this with Restream, and it's wicked easy, especially if it saves it the video and audio file. I could do a whole lot with this. And we have Gina Alderman checking in on the chat. Gina, thank you. Navy veteran, retired, author, is the founder and CEO of the Rugged Warrior Healing Coalition. So again, we're just having some fun. We're just enjoying ourselves. Gloria. Now, Gloria, hang on. We're going to try. Gloria, stand by. Stand by, Gloria. I messed this all up last time, Gloria. Give me another shot here. This live stuff's different, man. This live stuff is definitely something I don't do a whole lot of. I'm digging it. I'm having a blast tonight. Click that, Gloria. You should be able to come in. Awesome. So, for number 62, when I first met Mistress, that's Mistress Carrie. Mistress Carrie, when I first got out of the Marine Corps and moved to the Boston area, was one of the first voices I heard on the radio. I didn't know anything about this part of the country. I did not understand that the Red Sox were a religion. I did not understand how bad the Patriots sucked and no one cared at the time. I don't know how to pronounce certain towns. The town of Peabody, to me, where I come from, is pronounced Peabody. Peabody, Illinois. It's Peabody here. Worcester is Worcester. So I'm trying to, futz around. I was happy to have rock and roll again, because the only rock and roll station, the only heavy metal that I could get my hands on in Yuma was a Mexican heavy metal radio station that we could just get in if we pointed the antenna the right way. And I'm hearing this very distinct female voice talking about Guns N' Roses and some other stuff. And I'm like, I am in. This is some cool stuff. And over the years, it's just a friendly voice, like the Spirit of Radio song. The Rush song has it right. And so I started Oscar Mike Radio, and in 2017, I'm like, something happened. And I reached out to Mistress because she was getting a lot of hate because she took a picture with Senator Elizabeth Warren. Now, regardless of what you might think of Senator Warren, she represents Massachusetts and veterans in this Commonwealth. And I didn't understand it because, we don't want to alienate our political leaders who advocate for their constituents. And I don't know why, because I was still figuring this stuff out. I hadn't done this a whole lot. I reached out and asked her for some time to talk about this. And she said yes. Now, she is a very recognizable voice in radio and the rock and roll metal community. 5.5 years ago, I didn't know jack about anything at all. And here she is willing to talk with me and, come on and tell me about this. And then I had her back on for number 92 and then number 100 and then 200 and now 300. And the thing that's always gotten me is she was never condescending to me. She was never, talked down to me about my abilities or anything like that. She treated me like an equal, a peer. And then, after every show, before we, checked out, we'd give a couple pointers about what I did. And I really respected that. I mean, it's not like I'm just, having a man crush or I'm being a fanboy here. I mean, if you're in the music industry, radio business, entertainment industry, it is difficult sometimes to find good people that will take some time and just give you the 411, tell you if it sucks or not, or tell you what you're doing right, or just talk with you. Some people are very open about that. Some people aren't. I've had plenty of potential guests in the military space. Never hear from them. You reached out to them a couple times, tell them who you are, what you're trying to do. Here's the body of work I have. Crickets. No problem there, Gloria. But Mistress has either responded, maybe not right away, but within a couple days, I've got a response. Yeah, I can come on and make time with you. And this 300 coming up is really special because of how she's grown her life when WAF went off the air, and how she's done it. And I think this really applies to veterans because a lot of us have to reinvent ourselves. We have to reboot who we are and get ourselves going. And so the fact that, she's having to do it as a civilian is a really interesting perspective. And, we have a lot of fun too. So over time, I don't know why. Like I say in the show, I don't really want to know. I don't really want to know why of all the people that she interacts with, she's, spends time with me. I really don't want to know. It's kind of part of the fun. It's just like, hey, it's cool. We're here. We're doing this. I liked your show. Excuse me one second. Okay. I never had to do that live before. You didn't want to hear that. Trust me. I don't really care why. I'm just happy that we are. And, I'm happy that I get something out of it. And it's really cool to watch her grow in her space. Hellfish Haven, my man, what's going on? Hey, do you want to come on the stream real quick and tell us about Hellfish? I'll send you the link if you want, and you can come on and check it out. I'm just saying. I'm going to stream, ladies and gentlemen, for probably another 10 minutes unless somebody comes on and wants to be a guest. No problem. I'm just shutting down. couple of these. Michelle didn't want to talk about marriage. So, oh well. Oh, all right, man. Stand by one second. I'm going to get this link to you real quick. I just okay, yeah, I'll stay on if you're going to come on and talk. Really cool to have this guy come on. So I'm going to paste the link of Michael's organization, Hellfish Haven. He's going to come on, so I'm going to stay on the stream so he can come on and join in. So again, hey, this is not a show. It's just a live stream. You know, in place of the show, the main event is this Saturday. It's the longest show I've ever done, at over 2 hours. And the cool thing is, I'll tell you, you know, editing it and listening to it, it just it goes by like that. And it was really cool that we're just like two pals sitting there, you know, shooting the breeze, you know, as we're driving to the next gig. And you know, so again, you know, why am I, you know, why is there the respect for Mistress? Hey, she, you know, gave time to me when other people haven't and wouldn't, right? So I've always appreciated that. And then, you know, she has forgotten more about this business than I'll ever know. So it's always fun learning from somebody who is, you know, knows way more than you. It always is. So we're closing on 6 years officially. You know, Thursday, July 16th, 2016 was the first time I recorded anything podcast wise. It took me a week to go through 30 minutes of audio and put it on SoundCloud. That's what I did. And, you know, I'm having fun. I'm still having fun. Like tonight, you know, I'm still learning. I'm still having fun doing this. And you know, what is the purpose of all this? Well, the purpose of this is to provide a way for, you know, our active duty military to tell their story if they want to. Sometimes they can't because of you know, confidentiality reasons, and to give veterans who are trying to do things or working through their challenges or problems or starting their businesses and maintaining their nonprofits a place to tell their story. And we're going to give Michael a chance from Hellfish Haven to come on and tell his story. You heard from Brian Gibson tonight, who is telling his. And, you know, I'm not, yeah, I would love to have, you know, Jocko's numbers, Joe Rogan's numbers, Howard Stern numbers. Sure. Absolutely. I would love to have Mistress Carrie's numbers. Make no mistake, she's no slouch, right? I mean, at all. But, you know, wherever numbers I get, you know, I am clear about this. I just want one. I would love to know that one person from this stream got something out of this and decided to do something positive in their life. You know, one person who listened to any one of the, you know, 299 shows, got something out of it and really were able to move their life forward. If that happens, that's fantastic, man. That's great. That's all I could possibly want out of this whole thing. So that's what I believe in. That's how I'm doing this. It's a great time. It's a good thing, and you know, that's why I'm here. And I'm a big fan of Mistress Carrie. Oh yeah, while I'm sitting here thinking about this, let's post her website in the chat. Mistress Carrie. Mikey. Mike?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing,
Can you hear
brother?
me?
Yeah, I got you, Lima Charlie, man. I got you.
Light on me here. I feel like I'm in the dark.
Oh, you're playing a heavy duty thing of Overwatch right now. Oh, we'll give him a second there. I'm gonna drink some water while we're waiting. Give him a second.
Chad here.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, brother?
It's
I'm
great to
just
see
switching
you.
over to the bedroom. The baby's a little noisy right now. She's fighting, going to bed. But it's been a good day. I got some new furniture over at the Haven. Got some nice chairs guys can use to, to play games in. Versus before we had like the office like rolling chairs. They're good chairs, but they're not really advantageous for looking up at a 50-inch screen on the wall.
So I'm with Michael from Hellfish Haven. That is, had the website in the chat here. This is Michael Geary of Hellfish Haven. Mike, thanks for coming on the live stream here. We're just having a lot of fun tonight. This is, really like freewheeling and, very uncut, very, real time. Would you tell people what Hellfish Haven is and what you're doing?
Hellfish Haven, it's a better nonprofit that I started going through the seats of the American Legion and the VFW. I noticed, there's a gap in services rendered to OEF veterans that, it wasn't seeming, if you didn't go and sit at a bar and drink, that they didn't really have a place for you. So for guys that weren't drinkers and guys that, had issues with substance abuse, anxiety, brain injuries, and couldn't drink, there wasn't a really place for them to call home. So then I wound up at the homeless shelter, Mass Bay Veteran Center in 2019. And I was spending like 23 hours a day in my room. And it was just, that isolation, that, being in your own head that whole time, it really kind of gets you. And instead of letting it, beat me up, I had a lot of good people that, were talking to me and, got me through that. And then I took that time to come up with Hellfish Haven and to kind of like try to fill the gap using peer support, advocacy, and then using video games, recreational activity, and just anything that can bring veterans together to rebuild the community and the comradeship lost after you separate. Because so many guys wait 10 years till they try to reconnect with the veteran community. They wait till their knees may have to go to the VA for something, or we want guys to be able to leave the service and feel like they already have a home. Well, so Hellfish Haven, we're set up over at Bright Marine now as our home with 2 offices. One's a computer lab and peer support area, and the other one is we call it the community center. It's got board games, card games, the 2 flat screens mounted on the wall, another TV in the corner with the Nintendo Switch. We even got gentle yoga if guys want to do that as well.
Well, awesome, man. I mean, because I don't know about you, man. When I was in, we'd have some heavy duty Madden tournaments. Heavy duty, and it was just a way for all ranks to kind of like chill out, talk some smack and have some fun after a hard day, man.
It was just like it's an equalizer. There's no rank when you're sitting there playing video games. You're just all people, and everybody's just allowed to have fun and like you can, you be in the middle of the desert and like it's an escape for a few minutes to be able to grab that controller, talk some trash to the guy next to you, and just get out of the environment, get out of the place in your head, and just be able to enjoy what's going on, and the community, like I said, that we've built.
Yeah, man. I think we're going to try to. I think we talked about getting together. So, a little backstory here. Michael and I met through Sean Carnell, U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Sean's working on a documentary project about, VA claims care and how what he's putting together is going to help veterans get assistance faster and accurate help. And we met, and he's telling me about Health is Shaving. Hey, I put your decal on my travel case, man. So whenever I travel anywhere, and people ask, where are all these decals? I can tell them about Health is Shaving, by the way. I met you, man, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. Just a place where there's no like expectations or, just come hang out, play some Call of Duty, play some Mario Kart, talk some smack and go home. I mean, it can really be that simple, right?
Yep. And then, we do have the information if guys, need it, if they, need to, look at the different apps that are available out there, whether it's PTSD Coach, whether it's, a VA app or it's a private, funded mental health information. We have pamphlets on the wall, we have pamphlets on the table, but nobody's gonna, come in and say, hey, you got to read this, you got to do this, or you got to stay on this plan. We're just there to offer it and have it available. If people want to take it and bring the literature home with them and take a look at it later, great. If not, we're just happy to have you there and getting out of your own head for a little while and, just being around other people, because we know how much, everybody going through COVID knows how much isolation sucks.
Oh,
And, we can be our own worst demons. So we just want guys to be able to come, and girls, come to the Haven and relax and, rebuild that community of veterans.
well, I have some time coming up, I think in August or September, man. So I think our plan was to get together, do the show right there, show people what's going on, and talk more about what you're doing. But I'm really glad you came on now, man. I miss seeing you, and it's a pretty, this is a pretty big deal for me. I've kept at this for 6 years, and you know how it is trying to keep at something and grow it. And so I really appreciate you taking the time out for me tonight.
And I saw you were talking about Mistress Carrie for a minute there.
Yeah, that's correct. So she's going to be the guest for this Saturday's 300th show.
That's awesome. So a couple of buddies of mine used to do a Never in Vegas, Never Forget cruise, and it supported the 211th Military Police Battalion, and whichever unit was deployed at the time. And Mistress Carrie would always be on that cruise and, be there to support, our battalion and our guys. And, she didn't miss a single one. And it was just always awesome to see, that respect and the somebody that actually, hey, I support, the vets, I support, military, and then actually is at the events and actually is out there doing it. So it's awesome to see a public figure, taking the time out of their lives and putting their money where their mouth is.
Absolutely, man. I always got that. She talked very warmly about being able to go to Afghanistan, Iraq to see you all, make sure the care packages got over there. And you're right. It's for real. It's not for some social media like or whatever. She really, loves you guys.
And it was just, even that one, she showed up with the guys that were over in Afghanistan. Like, that blew people's mind. All of a sudden you see the camouflage, the purple hair coming around the corner.
Purple hair.
Yeah.
They must have been like, what is this?
So it was, it's so great to see, like, when you're overseas and you get, visitors, sometimes you get a visitor that's there, just to collect the paycheck or just there, check the box and said they did it. But, when people like Mr. Carrie come over, they come over and they're like, amazed by, the conditions that are there and what guys do and like the little things that we, find, minute and like just brush off, seeing the eyes of somebody that doesn't see it all the time is just really funny to see how they react.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I will get with you probably when this, once I get through 300, I got to stack them all again and do it.
Mm-hmm.
I already got some stuff for afterwards, but I definitely would late July, early August, get up there to Brighton, come and talk with you in person if that's possible. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be great. Love to have you. And, anybody that wants to join, send a direct message to Hellfish Haven. Right
Oh. Oh.
Couple of $50 food cards available for Stop and Shop. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're still here. You're still here. So send a message to Hellfish Haven, and you'll get back to them.
Yep, and I'll be able to get a $50 Stop and Shop food card out to people. If you got a veteran or military family that's insecure, food insecurity dealing with right now, don't go to sleep hungry. We'll help you.
All right. Well, I'm going to shut this stream down here in a couple minutes. Michael, it was just good having you on.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate it. Good to see you.
I'll talk to you soon. Love you, brother.
Brother. Take care.
All right. Do this. All right. So yeah, I've been streaming for about an hour now. Had a couple of little quirks with the guest. This is not number 300. It's simply just it's Thursday night. We're going to have something with Oscar Mike Radio. We're just doing this and just scratch the surface. Enjoy getting to talk to Brian and Ron and Michael. And this is good for me too. So, you can come right back here to Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you're seeing the stream, and it'll be on, full volume, full metal. And, thanks for all the support. I'll see you Saturday night. And as I like to say, we are